Hello students. So today again with the same topic, that is voice. I am here with you uh, to continue the same topic with a new subtenses. In the last class we learned about how to change active into passive if the sentence is in simple indefinite tense, if the sentence is in uh, present continuous tense, if the sentence is in present perfect tense. Now moving to the next sub point that we have, that is simple past tense. We also say simple past indefinite tense. So in past indefinite tense, when we get a sentence and asks us to change the sentence into passive voice, so generally we use rules. In the last class also I have given you some rules to change active into passive. Here again with the same, like in simple past tense also, one rule is there. With the help of this we can change active into passive. So we all know that in passive voice, what we do, first we write the object. First we write the object of the active. First we write the object of the active. Then we use helping verb, either was or were. It depends upon the subject. Was we use if the subject is singular, and was we use where we use if the subject is plural. Clear? Now object was or were, then third form of the verb, then what we do, we add by, we add the preposition by, then again the subject. The subject in the passive voice, you know, the subject of active voice, goes at the last. It becomes the object of passive. The subject of active voice, it becomes the object of passive. Now what we do here, when we get a sentence of simple past tense, then this rule we can apply and change this. Very simple is there, nothing to do, but I don't know how many of you have read that tense verbs forms of verbs. How many of you read? Like teach, taught, cut, put, learn. So these are the forms of verbs, and this you must know. If these forms of verb, if you don't know what the spellings of the, like, teach in the second form, the spelling of teach in the third form, then you will get problem to change active into passive. So that's very important that you should know this verbs form. Clear? So here one sentence is there, so we will change this into passive. He wrote a letter. In simple past tense, what we get, first we get the subject, then V2 we get, means second form of verb we get, then the object. This is the structure of a sentence in simple past tense, in active voice. The structure of simple past tense, the structure of a sentence in simple past tense in active voice, we have what? Subject, subject, then this is the subject, right? This is the subject, then this is verb. The road, it is a which form of verb? This is second form of verb. Yes or not? This is second form of verb. Then a letter. This is object. Subject, second form of verb. Then object. This is in active voice. In active voice. Then we will change this in passive. So what comes first in passive? You see the rule. Just see the rule and try to write in the same way here. How the rule is. First object is there. So what is the object? A letter is the object. Yes or no? In the rule, first what is there? Object is there. And in this sentence, which one is object? Which one is an object? A letter is an object. A letter is an object. So we will write what? We will write a letter. We will write a letter. A letter. A letter. A letter. We have written. Now this object is clear now. Now after object, what is there? Was or were. Any one we have to use. Any one we have to use. Don't be confused by getting two helping verbs here. By getting two helping verbs, don't be confused. You have to use only one. Either was or were. If the subject is singular, then was you will use. If the subject is plural, then were you will use. Clear? Now, a letter. We have written the object here. It's over now. Now what is there? Helping verb we have to use. Helping what? Helping verb. So a letter is singular or plural? A letter is singular or plural? Singular means one. Plural means more than one. Plural means more than one. So a letter means only one letter. A letter means only one letter. So a letter means one letter. So we use this was, because was will go in singular. So a letter was. A letter was. So this also part finished. Object we have written. We have to choose any one, either was or were. We have chosen. What we have chosen? Was we have chosen. Now V3 is there. So this V2 we will make V3. So what is the third form of right? What is the third form of right? The third form of right is written. The third form of right is written. The third form of right is written. So V3 also it's over. V3 it's also it's over. Object it's over. A letter we have written here. We have to choose any one from these two helping verbs, either was or were. So what we have chosen? Was, because the subject is singular. Then we have to write here V3. So what is the third form of right? Written. So we have already written here. Now after that, what is there? By. Just you write this by. No need to think again. So this also finished. So what is left? Subject. Subject. Now what is the subject? What is the subject here? He. So when you change, in the last class also I told you, when the subject in the active, if they like he is there, right? She is there, then I, this all change. He will change to him, she will change to her, I will change to me. Remember, I told you. So we have the subject he. We have the subject he. So this he will change to here him. It will change to him. By him. A letter was written by him. Clear? I hope you have understood. Now, second example, we will do this also. So, but with the help of the same rule. With the help of same rule. Because this sentence also it is in simple past tense. This sentence is also in simple past tense. So, we will use the same rule. So, first you try to identify, find out which one is subject, which one is verb, and which one is object. So we know Monu is subject here. We know build is verb here, and in the form of second we can say. And a house is an object here. So we got this. So after getting this, so easily we can use this rule and convert this sentence into passive. Convert this sentence into passive. So bring this a house here, because in the rule what is there? Object is there. So a house we can write. A house we can write. Now a house is singular or plural? A house is singular or plural? Singular then was, plural then where? So a house is singular or plural? Singular, right? Now a house is singular, then we will use here also again was, not where. We will use here also was. If houses would be there, then we would have written here was, not we would have written here where, not was. But here the subject is in singular, so helping verb also will be singular. After that, was is over. V3, we will make this build. The third form we will make it. So in third form also, build we have to write in the same way. Build only. Was built. There is no change. First form is what? B-I-L-D, build. Second form B-U-I-L-T, and third form also B-U-I-L-T. This. Clear? So here same, because this is a third form of build. A house was built written. So after this V3, what we have to write? By. So write by. Then subject. What is the subject here? Monu is the subject. So when the name of a person is there, so no need to change like he changed to him, she changed to her, I changed to me, they changed to them. So no need to change all this. The same Monu you will write here. Monu, by Monu. Clear? So the last one. I posted the letter. I posted the letter. You do as a homework. And today itself, you send it to me in my personal number, okay? And the same you can write in your copy also. So after this, we will move on to the next tense, that is past continuous tense. That is past continuous tense. So in past continuous tense also, to change active into passive, one rule is there that we need to follow this rule. So in the everywhere object will come first, then here also was or where, then here you have to write being. In passive voice you have to write being. If the sentence is in continuous tense, then V3. Always remember that in passive voice the verb should be in the third form. Always should be in the third form. The verb should be in the third form. This you remember. Then by, then subject. This much only. Now he was writing a letter. He was writing a letter. One sentence is there from the past continuous tense. So whenever I told you that you get ing, then it always comes in continuous tense. But again, whether this sentence is in past continuous tense or present continuous tense, how we can know, how we know this. So with the help of this again, helping verb, we can identify the sentence whether it is in past or present. If was or were is there, without any confusion, that this sentence will be in past tense. So this tells us it is in past. Ing tells us that it is in continuous. So past continuous. So when the sentence is in past continuous tense and you are asked to change this sentence into passive, then this rule you have to use. Clear? This rule you have to use. So by using this rule, let us change this sentence into passive. Like, what is there first? What we will write? So I told you that you try to find out first which one is subject, which one is verb, and which one is object. So forget about this here. So this is subject, this is verb, and this is object. So what we will write first, according if you use the rule, so we will write the object first. And what is the object here? A letter is the object. A letter is the object here. A letter is the object. So a letter. Clear? A letter is the object here, so we have written a letter. So a letter, it's what? Singular or plural? Singular. So you don't have any doubt because we have already done here. A letter is singular, means a single letter. Single means singular, and more than single means more than one means that comes in plural. So a letter is singular, so we will use was. A letter was. So after using this was, what is there? This being we have to write here. This being you have to write. Being was being. A letter was being. Then we third form of verb. Third form of write. Third form of write is written. There, third form of write is written. So written. Third form of write is written. Then what is there? By. So write this here by again. By. After by, subject. So subject is he. Then I told you that when if in the subject or in active voice, if he is there, then in passive it will change to, you see there, it will change to him. It will change to him. Clear? Again, second also, I will do it for you. Then just like this, the third one, it will be your homework. You do it at home. Monu was building a house. This also a past continuous tense. This also a past continuous tense. So let's find out. Subject. This is verb, means V1 plus ing is there. Then object. So by using the rule, so what we will write? Object we will write here. What is the object? A house is the object. A house is the object. Then what helping verb we can use here? A house is singular, so we will use was. A house is singular, so we will use was. A house was, then after this being. Being. So just you look at the rule. After being, what is there? After being, third form. So you will change this build to third form. So what is the third form of build? What is the third form of build? Third form of build is built. That D will change to T. That it becomes the third form of this build. Third form of this build is built. A house was being built. After third form, we have to write by. By. Then subject. What is the subject here? Monu is the subject, right? So if name is there, so without any change, we write Monu. By Monu. By Monu. So the third one you do as a homework. So I hope you have understood this. So if any doubt is there, you can ask me. Okay. And today this much only. So in the next class we will discuss